Welcome back to Old Folks Racing PlayStation. Welcome back to Alton Park and to this amazing KTM X-Bow GT4. What a weird car. This is race 2 of round 4 and we are at the Alton Park Foster Circuit, the shorter version of Alton Park. And Scott Davely, what an amazing pole position, first pole position for the American driver Del Tele on the front row, followed by Darren Head and Diogo Almeida, Peter Adrian and Diogo Silva, Rob Oldham, Simon Allen, Kev Allen, John Scott, Jumbo and Gonçalo Mota. What a beautiful field for this race that is going to have again 20 laps, and away they go. And what a start by Del Tele. Scott Davely was almost stationary. Scott Davely is losing a lot of momentum. Darren Head up into second place and Scott Davely down to third. Diogo Almeida and Diogo Silva fourth and fifth, and everyone goes through turn one safely, or do they? Someone was almost tangling there. That's Rob Oldham here in 7th spot. Oh, and something. Oh, there's a bit of a concertina effect. I don't think that anyone has lost an enormous amount of time, but this is Peter Adrian, and Peter Adrian, right in the back of Diogo Silva, and then being hit in the back himself by Rob Oldham. So that was a bit of a concertina effect. There is the replay, and the Gonçalo Mota opportunistically trying to do a bunch of overtakes there. That was a nice move by Gonçalo, up into 9th place. Kev Allen down to 10th, and John Scott down to 11th. Not a good start for John Scott either. Gonçalo Mota in 9th place, the Portuguese driver, making moves in this first lap. We are still in the first lap of this Alton Park Foster Circuit. There's going to be 20 laps, pretty short lap around here as they are already into the final corner. And Del Tele is going to lead the opening lap, but Darren Head is... Oh, and Del Tele is... in pit lane, so definitely the good start of Del Tele had a reason behind it, and the reason was that he jumped the start. So drama already here at Alton Park Foster's. Del Tele is going to lose a lot of time. Let's see if he's not going to go a lap down. I don't think he's going to, and Peter Adrian is very interested in attacking Diogo Silva. Diogo Silva up to 4th already. Everyone of course went up 1 place. Darren Head is the leader again of this race. Scott Davely in 2nd place. That's Diogo Almeida, and someone is running wide in front of him. That is Scott Davely. A rare error by Scott. Now he's vulnerable to an attack by Diogo Almeida. Here comes Diogo Almeida, the Portuguese driver, on the inside, and I think he's got the job done. Yes, he does, as he goes up into 2nd place. And Scott is trying to immediately go back at him. Almost getting through pit lane there, Scott Davely. He definitely wants that 2nd place back. And now he's trying on the inside of turn 1. Didn't quite work there. And another lap is complete. We are on lap 3 already. 1:00 for leader Darren Head. Everyone else is very busy with battles. So definitely a little bit slower as... Rob Oldham is now attacking Peter Adrian. Peter Adrian was very close to Diogo Silva the last time we saw. Now he's not that close anymore. In fact, he's looking at his mirrors because Rob Oldham is coming right at him. John Scott is up into 9th. Gonçalo Mota has dropped down to 10th, and Simon Allen has had a problem. Simon Allen has had a big problem. Let's see what happened if we can ascertain here. This is Gonçalo Mota on the inside of Simon Allen. And Simon immediately getting back the position. Oh, and now there's contact between the 2 drivers. Simon Allen now recovering. He's on the inside of turn 1 and gets the position. Yes, but loses a bit of momentum. Oh, and this is what happened. Simon Allen and Gonçalo Mota tangled. I think Simon... Well, he didn't mean to push Gonçalo off the track, but he did lose a bit of control at the exit of the corner. They both recover, and Simon, I think he's waiting for Gonçalo to go through. Back to the race now, and Simon Allen is in 11th spot. Gonçalo Mota lost the position. John Scott has gone up into 9th. Del Tele, he's 30 seconds away from the leader with that drive-through, but he's got the pace. Where can he get to is the question in the remaining 17 laps of this race. John Scott is now running wide there. It's a very unforgiving race director, so we wonder if there's going to be penalties, as Rob Oldham is now reigniting his interest in that fifth position of Peter Adrian. Otherwise the pack is running more or less in a stable way, as and Peter Adrian now running wide there at the exits of the I don't know the name of that corner really, but it's the corner that takes you back to the circuit, really, to the international circuit. As look at this, Rob Oldham is really going after Peter Adrian. This is quite an interesting battle. There ahead is actually being under attack by Diogo Almeida. We are not seeing that with 0.4 of a second is the gap at the front, and now we are seeing it, and this is what 0.4 of a second looks like, as Darren Head is still ahead, but Diogo Almeida is certainly doing his best to get his first win of the season. And what a nice performance by Diogo Almeida in this race, second place, and he's definitely opened the gap from Scott Davely, who continues to be in third, Diogo Silva in fourth, and then Peter Adrian is off the road. Peter Adrian is off the road. He went left when he should have turned right. We're going to see what happened here. Ooh, he's lost it, and then he's in the grass. Fortunately, there's quite a lot of grass there. There's nothing solid to hit, but Peter Adrian is now in the middle of nowhere, and he's coming back to the track. And where is he going to fit? Yes, that is a Jumbo in front of him, so he's down into 8th now. So he lost 3 positions with this self-inflicted excursion to the grass. Scott Davely, meanwhile, is very close to Diogo Almeida. Diogo must have had some sort of problem or mistake. And in fact, the top 3, they are really close to one another. As Scott Davely now makes saves it, but just as the top 3 are really make it the top 4. Top 4 separated by 2 seconds, and that's as close as it gets here at Oulton Park. Foster Scott Davely is running a little bit wide there at turn 1. Rob Oldham is up into 5th spot. Peter Adrian in 8th, but now behind Jumbo and Kev Allen. Kev has not qualified very well. With Peter nicely done there, drifting that through that corner, and he certainly seems to have the pace with this combo. Jumbo and Kev Allen are in front of him, as we are already on lap 6 of this race, but still quite a lot of race to go. Welcome back to coverage of round 4, race 2. We continue to see Peter Adrian and Jumbo battling, but now they are joined by John Scott. John, not a great qualifying, not a great start, but coming to this race quite nicely, as he's in. And someone runs wide there. That's Copper Knob. That is the battle between Dale Taylor. No, that's Gonçalo Mota. Well, who is that? That is no, that's Simon Allen going in front of Gonçalo Mota. And of course, these two have been together in grassland, so thankfully now they managed to not do that, and they both continue to battle in this race. That's a battle for 10th place, as we are on lap 7. This is Diogo Almeida again back at putting pressure on Darren Head. Darren already going defensive, and here comes Diogo Almeida. Darren is trying to cover the inside, almost blocking there Diogo Almeida, but Diogo is really going after Darren. And this is great stuff. This is absolutely brilliant battle for the lead of this race. Lap 8 now has started, and can he make a move into turn 1? Didn't quite have the space, and there now the gloves are off, and these two are battling like there's no tomorrow. And Scott Davely is coming back to join the leading group again, as he is in 3rd place. And Diogo Silva is in 4th, not far behind, so the top 4 are separated by 2 seconds. I'm sorry. John Scott is putting some pressure on Peter Adrian. Peter has the pace, but can't quite get close enough to Jumbo to make a clean move. Not the easiest place to overtake with the similar cars here, as Diogo Silva is now putting a little bit more pressure on Scott Davis. Scott is running wide there. Scott is running wide, and here comes Diogo Silva, the Portuguese driver. He's now side by side, and it seems to me that this is going to be job done, as Diogo is up into third place. If he can defend from any attacks from Scott, yes he can, and he's up into third. Diogo Silva up into third pole position, man. Scott Davis down to fourth place as he tries to get back into a podium position, but doesn't really quite work. There Diogo Silva seems to me that he's got slightly more pace. The lap 1:00, 1 minute and 8/10 says, oh, Cavallen. Oh, Cavallen is in the grass, and is he going to spin? No. Is he going to lose the position? No. Is he going to lose time? Yes, he is losing time, and he is also much more under pressure from Jumbo, and Peter Adrian is having another go at the Yorkshire driver. This is a nice battle here for 7th place. Well, it's a battle for 6th, in fact, because Cavallen, with that mistake, has put himself vulnerable to the attacks of these two drivers. Lap 9 already, so we are reaching the midpoint of this race. Behind it's John Scott, the Scottish driver, in that blue livery at the back of that screenshot. Peter Adrian, late braking there by Peter, trying to get a run into turn 1. Maybe he's going to get it because Jumbo made a small mistake at the exit, but on the other hand, Cavallen seems to me to be the cork in this bottle, because he's pretty much holding up everyone, and he runs wide now into turn 1, but difficult to overtake in this space as we've seen in the previous race. Oh, and Kev almost losing it there, but now Jumbo has him in sight, and possibly we'll see an overtaking maneuver out of here. No, Cavallen has made a mistake, and here comes Jumbo. Now he's side by side. No, he's side by side. Now he's past him, and he's coming with momentum, but he's in the grass, and here comes Peter Adrian as well. So Cavallen, oh, look at that, Jumbo twice in the grass, make it 3 times. He's in the grass, but recovers. But Peter Adrian overtook both of them. Nicely done by Peter. And here comes Cavallen now at Jumbo, and John Scott wants a piece of this action as well. Beautiful racing between all these drivers, but Peter Adrian nicely done there. It was a double overtake. He overtook Cavallen, who lost time at the exit of that fast corner, and then he overtook Jumbo as he was going into the grass. And John Scott is now putting pressure on Cavallen. Gap at the front continues to be 6-7 of a second. Nice battle here for 6th place. Now is Peter Adrian that has this place. He is 5 seconds behind Rob Oldham, and oh, look at that, John Scott Jumbo is again in the grass, or made a mistake, and Cavallen recovered 7th place. Jumbo dropping down the order. Oh, and Cavallen almost running wide there through that double right-hander. Here comes Jumbo now. Jumbo is on the inside of Cavallen, and he's going to go for it. No, not quite, but nice battle. But John Scott clearly feels he's got the pace, but he's not got the opportunity to make a move here, as they are already lap 12. The laps clocking quite quickly, a minute, just under a minute or one. Now here comes John Scott. John Scott is coming after Jumbo, and no space to overtake there, as we found out in the previous race. And here we will be track cutting there by John Scott. Something that the race director does not like around here. And slightly wide there, now lost a little bit of momentum. Now we have Diogo Almeida, 2nd place man, the leader, is about to lap Dale Taylor, and we are somewhat puzzled by this because we haven't been following Dale. Dale actually led this race from the start, but now he's almost a lap down, and he's going to go a lap down, in fact, as Darren Head is going to, well, Diogo Silva is putting a lot of pressure on Diogo Almeida, and the top 3 are now separated by less than a second, and Darren Head is, well, he's going to lap Dale Taylor at some point, but right now he is more worried about the 2 Portuguese Diogos behind him. and they both put on their headlights as well, just to say to Darren that we are here. We are watching you. And now let's see what happens with this. Well, let's see what's happening with Dale Taylor, because he is absolutely not off the pace. In fact, he is holding on, and Diogo Almeida just turned right too much in the last corner. He recovers but loses second place. Diogo Silva up to second, and this is the action replay of what happened. And it seems to me that he just left that controller button pressed for too long. If he was using a controller, there you go. He just checks out of the picture and comes back, but now in third place, maybe fourth, because Scott Davely has lost time as well. We haven't seen what happened with the American driver, but he's 7 seconds from the leader. Cavallo, in the meantime, has recovered some ground and is now attacking Peter Adrian, with Jumbo not far behind him. John Scott is still behind all these packs. Simon Allen in 10th place, Gonçalo Mota in 11th, and Dale Taylor in 12th, and really far away from Gonçalo Mota, 10 seconds already. So Dale must have had other troubles besides that drive-through, because after that drive-through he was 30 seconds off the lead. Now he's 54, which is pretty much 5 seconds from being lapped. 48 there of Cavallen, 7th place, working on attacking Peter Adrian, lap 14 already. And Kev seems to me he's got a bit more pace than Peter at this point in time. But no overtake now. Peter already going defensive in the last corner. Now Kev is having a good run here. Kev is having a good run out of the last corner. Maybe he's going to dive on the inside of turn 1, which is definitely possible. Peter already going defensive. Kev, is he going to go for it? No, not at this time. He's waiting perhaps to make his move elsewhere. Now Peter makes a small error at the exit. Here comes Cavallo, but Peter is not blocking but defending, as he is completely entitled to do now. This is the breaking point, and contact between the two drivers. But they both keep running in the right direction, at least. Cavallo is really coming after Peter Adrian, but he will have to make a move somewhere. Now the last corner is a good place to make moves if he only can get close to Peter in this double right-handed. Now he's not close enough to Peter to make a move. He certainly had a run into turn 1. I was surprised that he did not take that run. And Diogo Silva now, he sees the opportunity to maybe win this race. He is less than a second away from Darren Head, and Diogo Almeida is in third place, and Diogo has lost ground. Diogo is 4 seconds behind these two drivers, so it seems that the last few laps will see the top two in the championship battle it out. Darren Head, of course, won a lot of races this season. Diogo Silva only won twice, but definitely has. And look at this, Dale Taylor has actually, well, Dale Taylor has got a lap down. We couldn't quite see that, but Dale Taylor has definitely gone a lap down. So that driver that we were seeing there in the horizon is Gonçalo Mota. Now they should be able to complete the race without lapping Gonçalo, although his last lap was a 1:05, so he was 4 seconds slower than the leaders, and he's maybe 10-12 seconds from being lapped. So maybe this is still going to go down to the wire with potentially, oh look at that, Diogo Silva is really trying to get close to Darren, and now the gloves are off between these two, as we are going to have 3 laps to go at the end of this one. So definitely is the right time to make a move if Diogo Silva can make a move. With the right-handed, Darren has a good exit there, so no chance whatsoever for Diogo to make a move in the last corner. But if he's got a good run out of the last corner, maybe he can try to turn one. No, he's not having a good run out of the last corner. Ooh, Darren lost a little bit of time there, marginal, but everything counts at this point. Jumbo, where he's in 8th place, he lost a position. No, he didn't, because Cavallo was in 7th for a while now. Peter Adrian seems safe in 6th. Look at this, Diogo Silva is now really close to Darren Head, and he may be able to make a move into the... No, not nearly close enough. Oh, and now Diogo makes a mistake, and oh, this could be it, because he's now a second behind. He's made a mistake there at the exit, went through the grass, which is definitely not the fastest way to exit the corner. Now Kev Allen is... Ooh, and Kev Allen is up into 6th. We couldn't quite see what happened to Peter Adrian, but Kev Allen is up into 6th place. Peter Adrian down to 7, and Jumbo is now putting pressure on Peter. These three have been battling it out for the entire race, and now as we come to the closing stages, we are definitely seeing... Ooh, and Jumbo braking very late there through the right-hander, not quite near enough to make a move. Lidl is on lap 19 already, so 2 laps to go at this point. Peter Adrian was in 5th for a while, then 6th, now 7th, and now he's trying to desperately hold to that 7th place in the last few laps of this race. Of course, round 4, race 2. That is the 8th race of the season, and Darren Head, if he wins, he's going to have 6 wins in 8 races. That's, well, domination as it were in Old Folks Racing PlayStation from Darren Head. Diogo Silva has won 2 races, no other driver has won, which is quite unusual in Old Folks Racing PlayStation, but Darren absolutely obliterating the opposition, but Diogo Silva is still only half a second behind. Now Gonçalo Mota, is he going to go a lap down? He's almost going a lap down, if I'm seeing the leaderboard correctly. And Dale Taylor is slowing down there. He's slowing down. He might have had a problem. Diogo Silva now only a few more corners to go in this race, and Diogo Silva is going to have one last chance, but I think he's too far behind. Unless Darren makes a mistake there through the right-handers, I don't think that Diogo is going to be able to make a move. He certainly will have only one more chance to go, and Darren does not lose time and is, well, he's going defensive, but he doesn't need to because Diogo is too far behind. Darren Head, one more corner, and it's going to be the 6th win of the season. Darren Head wins again in Old Fox Racing PlayStation, not by much, but he keeps winning. And Diogo Silva finishes in 2nd place. Diogo Almeida is going to be 3rd. Scott Lively is going to be 4th. Rob Oldham is going to be 5th. Kev Allen is going to be 6th. Peter Adrian holding on to... Oh, and Jumbo has lost a position there. Jumbo has lost... We couldn't quite see what happened, but Jumbo is behind John Scott as Kev Allen finishes ahead of Peter Adrian and John Scott, and then Jumbo 10th is Simon Allen, 11th Gonçalo Mota, and 12th a disappointing finish for Dale Taylor, but we couldn't quite see any penalties. Let's see the final. Let's double check the final standings, because some of these drivers may have been penalized. And certainly a very unforgiving director here at Alton Park Fosters. There are the results. Let's see if there are any changes. Ooh, lots of penalties, but no real change in, well, as far as I can see, no real change in the... Ooh, look at that, almost everyone got penalties. This is quite bizarre. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you in the next round.